Hello and welcome back to our Final Fantasy X HD Platinum walkthrough. In the last episode we backtracked all the way to Bhed and got all the Jex spheres up to this point. Here's Bhed Primer number 25, or 15 rather. But anyway, we got that, that's good. 25, I'm crazy. If you follow this path back, this will lead you to the entrance to the woods from the Thunder Plains, but as long as you're on that shiny path, you won't have any random encounters. So that's the quickest way back. Easiest way back, even. Now, let's just leave. Let's just get the heck out of here. And find ourselves at Lake Macalania by the travel agency, another Rain's travel agency. But before we do that, these are the 3 overdrives I got for getting the Jex spheres up to this point for Orin. Shooting Star knocks enemies out of a fight, Vanishing Blade inflicts Power Break, Mental Break, Armor Break, and so on. It's pretty good. So let's move along the old Sphere Grid Arena. These are just some levels I got from backtracking. I did recommend that you flee from every fight, but you're going to get bored doing that, so you might kill a couple of enemies along the way, you might level up a little bit. I wouldn't worry about it too much. There's a level 3 lock there for Tidus, we won't be able to open that. We're moving Kamari onto Wakka's Sphere Grid, so now he's going to learn Dark Attack, and at this point he is officially a Wakka clone. So that's just Sphere Grid up to date. There's a Wakka, he's still selling at a discount if you set his prices were too high. There's Bhed Primer 16. We're now in Bhed Hideja, which I translated. It means native, Bhed native.
He'll be rich by tomorrow, all on account of this celebration thing. What? You buying something from me?
Now what I'm going to buy here is a Targe for Riku, because she's still got her default armor. I haven't got anything better than that. The soldier's Targe here has some HP plus, which is nice. So we just head down to the bottom here. HP plus 15% altogether, I believe. Nothing else here is really worth it, but that's a good one. And now we can talk to Classico here. Whoa! A random battle! Okay. So, Snow Wolves are what you'd expect. The Ice Flan is exactly what you'd expect as well. Obviously I have my use every fighter in every fight thing going on. That's okay. You know what you're doing. I actually bring in Wakka just to let him throw his ball, get him some use, and then I'll bring in Riku to wake up Tidus, because obviously magic won't wake him up. The Ice Flan's not going to do any physical attacks. But Riku has such a weak physical attack that she's useful for waking up sleeping characters. Because she's not going to do any major damage. Let's get Yuna in, just do a quick pray. Obviously she missed out on all the AP from the last boss, which is a shame. But it happens. And now obviously, I don't know what took me so long there, but Lulu! Lyra. For an easy open. Great. So that's no problem. Now, Classico here.
Hi there.
So we can talk to him.
This? They always leave me behind. Oh, you want me to scratch?
Well, basically, he's not cut out to be a soldier. We
Good
know
boy.
this.
How'd you know what it wanted?
But he's
I've
good
always
with
been able to tell
chocobos.
how chocobos feel.
So,
Maybe I'd make a
when
better
he asks
chocobo breeder than
if we think he should be a
chocobo
breeder,
knight, huh?
we say,
Hey, what
yes,
job
go
do
for
you
it.
see me doing?
I think this gets you some items later on. It's definitely the preferable choice,
I
even just from
think
a
so
character
too.
point of view, because he's not a soldier, really.
You know, I might
So he's
just give it a
running along
try.
behind the chocobos and all that. Lucille is kind of a bitch, so. But yeah, Classico.
Would Captain Lucille
Telling me he should be a breeder. We can't get that item behind him for a while. so don't worry about it. I can't even remember what it is. It's nothing important. But it'll be a while before we get it. There's now the compilation spear, the first one since the Sunken Temple at the start of the game, in case you missed that one, and you have a file with Bhed Primers you want to load. Other than that, your SOL. So here's Macon.
Lady Una is to wed Maester Seymour.
It
It's great news. I'd like to congratulate her. But it is a pity. I'd hoped Lady Una would defeat sin and bring the calm to Spear.
His voice is really relaxed. He's like fall asleep, man.
That is also great news. Her resolve is admirable.
So talk to everybody here,
Una's
or don't.
really
It's up to you. I don't think you have to talk to them. You can just leave
like
the travel
this,
agency.
really
But why would you
get
do
to
that?
Thinking,
Have a chat with your friends.
sitting here like
Seriously,
Waka!
wedding's not supposed to make people feel this bad, huh?
Come on, don't
Everybody's
say
kind of
that.
down about the marriage.
I say what I want, ever since I was a kid.
Oh, so you're an adult now?
You know it. Anyways, how long we supposed to stay here, you think?
Long
Hey, don't
enough,
ask
Waka,
me.
long enough.
Things have sure gotten complicated since Sir Auron joined us.
Don't
You
blame
think so
Warren.
too?
Oh man, it's not his fault. All he does is hit things with a big sword and talk in riddles. So Riku has nothing of interest to say here. She doesn't even have two lines, just one line, that's it.
Make sure you're prepared.
Right?
Orin just got told.
Hurry up and wait. It means prepare quickly so you're ready for whatever comes next.
Sounds like something an old man would say.
Forgive me.
Kimari?
Temple not far. Why stop here?
Why indeed?
Temple.
Yeah, I just had a look through these wares and there's nothing really worth buying. So, talk to Una.
Don't forget to smile, remember?
oh, you're right. I'll try and remember.
Now, save, because there's a boss coming up when we leave this travel agency.
Right. Keep at it.
If you have any lightning element weapons, you could consider equipping them, because the next enemy is weak to lightning. And he has a defense against magic, which makes the battle rather interesting. So, be prepared, darlings. And this time I will have overkill data ready. But he's very easy to overkill. Don't worry about it.
Lady,
So here we go.
we've
It's
been
Trommel!
expecting
Trommel's the
you.
boss! No, he's not.
We
Don't
were
worry.
surprised you decided to come
da-da-da-dum-da-dum.
Pleasantly
We couldn't beat Trommel if he was
surprised,
fast. He's too
of
tough.
course. Lord Seymour sends his apologies for having left without notice.
It's quite all right.
Lord Seymour!
I have one
Blood,
question,
blood,
if I
blood.
may, sir.
Milady,
I want to keep journeying, even if I marry. Do you think that Maester Seymour would let me?
but of course, milady. Lord Seymour wishes nothing else, I'm sure.
Goodbye.
Groovy.
Well,
Well,
we must follow
Bye,
Guardian
Una.
tradition. I'll
She's
have
off.
to ask you to wait
that's
here
it.
a little while
she gets
longer.
married.
I'll send someone to escort you.
No, of course not. I'm talking bullshit.
We're all with you. Do as you will.
We got your back, girl.
Sorry. That was your line.
Una!
You whistle,
Yes,
kid,
sir.
and I'll come a running.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I'll bet!
This is funny. Tidus just stands there. He's like, "Oh, jeez, again." So when you're ready, run down and get ready for the battle of a lifetime. No, it's very easy battle. It's got a gimmick. Same as Spherimorph, same as the next boss.
Stand back.
Gimmicks.
Thank you. Lady Yuna.
Yuna ain't gonna let him bad load. I yawned. Now, look, we can almost make this out. Don't interfere. Or something. Or you'll get this, I think. I don't know. Very fancy tank gun thing. Your precious magic and aeons are sealed.
Translation?
He's gonna use an anti-magic field on us.
An anti-magic Trekion field. Get them! See, I can translate anything. We got 16 out of 26 letters now. So we can make out most sentences at this point. Which is good. So, this is the Crawler and the Negator. The Negator is a little flying thing, and it disables all magic and summons. So you can only use physical attacks as long as it's on the field. But, it only has 1,000 health. It's also 1,000 to overkill it, but don't worry about overkilling it. The main Crawler has 16,000 health. 4,000 to overkill. So, lay into him. As long as the Negator is up, he can't use his strongest attack. So, if your melee characters are up to it, just chip his health down, it's fine. I, however, am obsessed with getting overkills, so I'm going to be taking him out. I'll be taking out the Negator as well. So, there you go, Gatling Gun. Hits every character, a couple of hundred damage, it's not a big deal. Even Riku just takes it, like, doesn't matter. So, you know, I'll get everyone in on the fight. Boom. You can lance it the Negator, and you can hit it with Waka's Ball. That's about it. I mean, you can use overdrives. So you can use Kamari's overdrives. I think Orin's Bushido Blade might hit it, but he doesn't have his overdrive up at the moment anyway. So I'll just keep him attacking the main Crawler for now. So here I tried to use element reels, and I messed it up. Obviously you want 3 yellows to do maximum lightning damage. I got 2 blues. So, you know, and then he didn't even hit the Negator. It's random who he hits, so he's going to kick a water ball at the Crawler and do 300 damage. Pathetic, but it's my fault for being bad at the slots. So another Gatling Gun. Again, the only danger here is you can't use Yuna to heal as long as the Negator is up. But he does so little damage you can manage it with potions. Kamari learned the overdrive on Comrade, which he won't be using. That's fine. So I'm going to use, what did I use? Seed Cannon on the Negator. Just because it will hit him. And it does okay damage. So he's overkilled. Now, Mana Beam in 3 turns. See that? Mana Beam is the Crawler's strongest attack. It's very dangerous. It will wipe out any character it hits. Generally, you're supposed to use a magic attack, and that'll put the Negator back. He'll spawn another one. But he doesn't spawn it for overdrives. So hit him with a Thundara Fury, do a lot of damage. You could overkill him with that if you don't want to use a summon. But yeah, he won't respond to overdrives with the Negator. But if I cast Thunder, he just put another one up. That would stop Mana Beam, but it would also reset the fight to just physical. Now he's got 6,000 health left. I'm going to use Grand Summon, pull out Ixion, I don't know. Ixion, that's what I've always said. But anyway, so now I'm just going to beat him up for a little while. I wanted to make sure I could get him killed with the overdrive. Turns out this was unnecessary, but you know, I wanted to get his health down to about 4,000. Make sure I could just finish him off in the overdrive, just to get the overkill. But as it turns out, this is going to do more than enough damage, and it's going to get us a trophy, and it could get you a trophy too if you've been following along at this same pace. So Thor's hammer. Obviously it's lightning damage, and that's his elemental weakness. 9999 damage. That's your damage limit for most of the storyline. So there we got the Power Strike trophy for doing that amount of damage, and we easily overkilled him. He's done. Don't even worry about him. Obviously, if Mana Beam does come into play, unless you use Shield, it will probably kill an Aeon. But it's probably a good idea to get used to using Aeons as shields anyway, because a lot of bosses to come have a big attack that they telegraph, and you're supposed to put out an Aeon to take the hit and spare your party. If you can get the Aeon's overdrive in before that happens, that's just a bonus. But some of them you can't even do that. Just I'm going to do this move, so you summon, your Aeon dies, and you get to live.
I told him I was a guardian. Well,
So,
I guess I had to, really.
How come
now
you
Waka
speak
is going to
Albed?
find out that Riku's an Albed. Oh no, racisms!
Because I'm Albed, and that was my brother.
You knew?
That's the brother who hit her with lightning.
Why didn't you
If you
tell
remember
me?
that story.
We knew you'd
But
be upset.
This is great.
Her
I
brother's
can't
name
believe
is
I'm
literally
traveling
brother
with
as
Albed.
well.
I hate it.
I know what that's
You're
about,
wrong.
but
We have nothing
he's an
against
okay
Yevon.
guy. We get to know him a little later,
You Albed used
get to know him a little bit better,
Machina.
and he's alright.
You know what that means? Sin was born because people use Machina.
You got proof? Show me proof.
It's in Yevon's teaching. Well, not that you know.
That's not good enough. Yevon says this, Yevon says that. Can't you think for yourself?
Tips Fedora.
Well, then you tell
But
me.
anyway,
Where did sin come from, huh?
you know, religion is
I
a
don't
theme
know.
in this game, so
You badmouth Yevon, and that's
an
all
interesting
you can
one
come
at
up
that,
with.
I think.
What?
But anyway,
That doesn't mean you should do whatever they say.
obviously
without
I'm Irish,
thinking.
so controlling the
Nothing will ever
religious
change
regime
that way.
is something
Nothing has to change.
a little
You want
close to
sin
home
to keep
there.
coming back?
That's
There
fine,
might
that's
be
why
a
I
way
like
to
it.
stop it, you know.
I'm just
Sin
flicking
will be
ahead
gone
through the
once we
guide I'm
atone
using.
for our past mistakes.
Yeah, I am using
When?
a guide.
How?
It's a handy
If we keep faith in
reference
Yevon's
for all
teachings,
the,
it will be gone one day.
numerical figures
Why do
for
I
boss
even
overkills
bother?
and stuff.
Riku,
I've probably gone into this
will this
before.
move?
This is the HD
We're not
remastered
using
guide from
that,
Fighting
are
Games.
we?
I still have
Wait.
the
Sir Aron is an
old
Albed
guide
too,
from
is he?
Final Fantasy X.
Come
It's a
on,
bit more in
Waka.
depth, but it doesn't
What?
have the great blitzball section
I
that this
mean,
does.
getting
which I will be
angry
using.
just because you found out Riku's an Albed.
I want to say
You guys
soon,
got
but
along
it's a
fine
while
till now,
away
didn't
before
you?
I'll bother with the blitzball.
That's different. I mean,
Well, I don't claim to know that much about Spira. And I probably know even less about the Albed, but I know Riku's
But I
good
have a
person.
dream.
She's just Riku.
no.
Just think of this as an opportunity to
Just
learn
don't be
more
a
about the
racist.
Albed.
Alright, it's easy. You bastard. Now,
Let him go. Give him time to think.
I'm sorry.
You've done nothing to apologize for.
All right, let's ride.
You sure you know how to drive this?
so,
Better than
now
Kamari
the speeder
does.
bikes. I've talked about the relationship thing before, but as you can see, I've got Lulu on my bike. It's not guaranteed to be Lulu. I play the game in order to get Lulu because I like her. But it could be Riku. I think it could be Kimari as well.
I hope that
maybe.
you're not too mad
Or maybe
at
Orin.
Waka.
But they have a little conversation.
not
They
at
talk
all.
about Waka. They talk about Riku. It's nice.
Thank you.
I like Lulu the most because she's
Say,
skeptical
what do you think of Riku?
Me? She's fun to be with.
and she has rocking
That all?
bosoms. But that's a secondary
well, I
character.
can tell she's not a bad
Characteristic
person.
of hers. I like her
Yeah.
attitude.
You know what the problem
I like
is?
mages.
She's just another Albed to Waka.
He'll get over it.
Waka's head is as hard as a rock. I bet it's because of Yevon, or you know, something like that.
I love how non-committal he is, but I bet it's because of Yevon or, you know,
Waka
something
doesn't
like
like
that. I
the
don't know.
Abed.
Whatever.
Because of his brother Chapu.
Oh, he used a Machina weapon, right? And
Tidus
got
is
killed
really
by Sin.
insensitive here, actually.
Killed by my old man.
And then he just blurts that out. dumbass.
Damn you, Jet.
What?
No, nothing. Hey, can
Yeah,
someone
she just puts it right out of her
like a
mind.
human become sin ever?
Despite this
I
follow-up
can't say
question.
that I know.
Ah,
Just a thought.
I don't know if she's being dense or if the concept
Sin
is
is
just
the
too bizarre for her
punishment
to
and the
comprehend.
incarnation of crimes we have
Or if she
committed.
just didn't quite hear him over the bike in the wind.
So no one really knows what it is.
There's no
Anyway,
need
his
to know,
hood is
so no one
flippering in
asks.
the wind like that, but his hair stays
You run or
perfectly
you
still.
fight.
There's a
But
lot of
that's really
hairspray
all
at
you
work
can
there.
do. There's no sense brooding over it.
What,
I
that's
say
all?
flippering, fluttering.
I mean, you don't even
But,
wonder?
You know, I barely slept last night. I was making
You really do
chocolate
come
chip cookies
from
at
a world where there is
4:30
no
in the
sin,
morning,
like
and
you
they
say.
didn't turn out very nice. I don't know what I did wrong. Oh, woe is me. Anyway, we have arrived at our destination. You can get some items here, the Mega Potion. You can actually turn around and walk back and get items. Well, we can get them on the way out of the temple anyway, so I'll get them then. For now, there's an Al Bhed. Lost my gang. Here you go. 400 gil. It's cold, ain't it? You see, we can translate pretty much everything they say now. But anyway, let's do some sphere grid, because obviously everybody got some levels after that boss fight. So, power sphere, speed sphere. MP and HP for Orin. Oh, I got indigestion, lads. I'm dying. Oh no. So, Tidus now learns Sloga. I believe casts slow on the entire enemy party, but it might not. It's got a huge MP cost as well, I think. I should really look that up. Those are all +1 strengths for Riku. They are not great, but they amount to +3. It's better than a sharp stick in the eye, as a certain YouTuber would say. Let's see. Sloga. Final Fantasy X. I wasn't typing into locks. I was just mashing the board, but that's okay. I wasn't looking what I was doing. Sloga. Not slogans, thank you. Final Fantasy X. Okay, what does it do? It's a more powerful version of slow. Sloga targets the entire enemy party rather than a single one. So yeah, good. Now we're heading into the temple. That was a long road, right? There was nothing going on there. So I thought I'd better just look that up instead.
An Al Bhed? A guardian? Preposterous.
Blow it out your
I decided to
ass.
be Yuna's guardian now, and that's all I want.
And that's all one needs to be a guardian.
Orange
Very
best.
well.
Even Waka, no. Waka stops to have a pray before he goes in. Because he's got that respect for authority thing going on. That's okay. I mean, some would say that's admirable. Here's Trommel. Hello!
Lady Yuna's guardians. I haven't thanked you for your help earlier.
Ah, no
Thank
bother, man.
you. I was able to bring Lady Yuna here safely.
Ah, yeah, don't worry about it.
You have my sincerest gratitude.
Ah, we get away, we're all friends here.
It isn't much, but I want you to have this.
Ah, Jesus, Trommel, you're embarrassing me.
Lord
Cheers.
Seymour and Lady
So,
Yuna's
Shell Targe.
marriage will
Funny he
help
gives you equipment for
Lord Jiskel.
Riku of all people, but I think it has SOS Shell, which is less useful than the additional HP. Yeah.
There you are.
There's Shalinda. There's a party going on, but it is the worst party I've ever seen.
You shouldn't
It's like a
kid
fake
around
party.
about these things.
Yeah, I guess so.
I was misinformed,
Are you
Shalinda.
happy?
It's not my fault.
Nah, it's complicated.
What?
Say, do you know where Yuna is?
I believe
She's gone to the Cloister of Trials with Maester Seymour.
She will never solve the Cloister Trials without me. Or if she does, she'll miss the Destruction Sphere, so I better get in there. But first, there's some items around here to get.
North.
So right over here. 5,000 gil! I'm stuck in HC Bailey mode now, I gotta cut that out. But yeah.
Lord Jiskel!
So those bird people
A
did.
sphere in Lady
Not
Yuna's
safe.
belongings.
Now is the time to check out that chamber. Before I do that, I'm going to go over here and get another item. 2 X potions. Good. Now I'm going to stand here for 5 or 10 seconds because I was looking around the room while I did this. I can't remember why. Something distracted me and I was like, what? But yeah, you want to head to the nun's chamber where that lady came out of.
What has happened?
Nothing you can do, Shalinda, darling. Now we get to see the contents of that sphere that Yuna was looking
answer a few questions.
Lord Jiskel's sphere. Get ready for a bombshell, guys. You will not have seen this coming.
What I am about to tell you is the unclouded truth. I swear it on my honor as a Guado. Listen to me very carefully, for I shall tell you the truth about my son Seymour. His mind is closed even to me, a maester of Yevon. But I can feel flames of darkness burning in his heart.
Flames of darkness in Seymour?
Yevon, the Guado, and even the summoners. If he is not stopped, he will surely bring destruction and chaos to Spira.
Seymour's a bad guy?
Leave this world soon. Killed by my own son.
I don't believe it.
But I do not fault him.
I do.
Because
he's a prick.
I was not wise enough. He has
yeah, it's hard to believe the sinister, creepy guy is the bad guy.
I could not
and he's got Yuna. Oh shit.
So
we better go save her.
And its cruelty. I will accept death as punishment for my deeds. But
Lord Driscoll seems like a nice enough guy, but if he knew Seymour was going to kill him, he should have done something about it.
Seymour.
My son is evil, and he's going to kill me. But I will accept death as punishment for having an evil son. You should be killing him!
Wonderful.
Save us the hassle.
Will Yuna be alright?
Warren's right, wonderful. Jeez.
Without us, no.
Where you go?
So we gotta go save Yuna.
You saw it, didn't you? Seymour's bad news.
Waka doesn't quite want to believe it.
Fine. Stay here if you want.
Come on, Waka. Let's at least hear him out.
But he's a priest. But he's a Garda. But he's a monk. But he's a teacher. But he's a bishop. But he's a pedophile. Remedy times 2. These folks will give us some items, I think. Yeah, more high potions and... See, these people are just closing their minds to it. So, I don't believe it, or won't believe it, or can't believe it.
Why would the
Terrible.
lady have such a thing?
She jerks off it. No, don't.
has
No,
happened?
no, that's an off-color joke. Don't make that joke. Someone knocked over that bald man. Also, Owaka is here now. A merchant in the temple. Don't tell Jesus. Anyway, into the monk's room, where the party is continuing in earnest. These people really like Seymour. They know him since he was a kid. This guy will tell you lots of backstory about Seymour. I'm not going to listen to all of it, because this video was running long anyway, and it's kind of interesting. Go about it yourself if you want to know. Video seems to skip there, but I've already rendered this once into a different file type because Sony Vegas wouldn't accept it. That guy gave us an elixir. An ether. Phoenix Downs. That's everything. There's a dog there as well. But he has nothing to say about Seymour. So in the next video we are going to climb the stairs, save Yuna. from another gimmicky boss fight. But a good one. A damn good one. And I'll see about fitting the Cloister Trials in there too. Thanks for watching. Bye!